Yo, this right here ain't getting enough attention. So Texas just ran a major sting called Operation Soteria Shield, and what they found is wicked. So over 100 children, I think it was more, but they're saying only 100, but I saw some articles that were saying 200 plus. So these children were rescued from trafficking and online exploitation. Yes, you heard that right, kids. This is nothing new. We know that America is wicked as fuck, and there's a lot of people being exploited. Human trafficking it's just something that's not talked about enough, you feel me? But when it involves children, like, this definitely needs to be talked about.
So why isn't anybody talking about the fact that today in Dallas, Texas, the FBI and police arrested 244 people in a child trafficking ring? You heard what I just said? In Dallas, Texas, they arrested 244 people that were child predators. And the best part about this whole thing is that they found 109 missing children. So apparently this trafficking ring has been going on for a very, very long time. But the FBI and the police are saying that this is only the beginning. They're about to start cracking down on each and every child predator. Now, of course, we know that media tries to keep these things very hush-hush because there's a lot of people involved in these things that they won't like to mention. But children go missing all over this world, all over the United States. And we need answers. And even though they found 109 children, they need to find 109 more. And after that, find 109 more. And they need to arrest more people for these crimes. And now you gotta ask yourself, if they were able to find 109 kids that were missing and arrest 244 people that had something to do with this, how many more kids are missing? How many more people need to be arrested? Good job, but we need more answers.
So some of these kids were never reported missing. That's how deep this shit goes. Like, 244 people were arrested, predators, abusers, manipulators. Like, people really out here living double lives, hiding behind these screens while destroying children's lives. And it's just like, yeah, like, it's I just can't imagine, like, my nephew or someone I really love who's young as hell being exploited, you know? It's just like, bro, this is crazy.
Execute them.
And this wasn't just one city. We're talking about 70 plus agencies across Texas, including the FBI and Homeland Security. So it was all hands on deck, and they seized over 1,000 devices, combed through 200 plus terabytes of sick content. You guys know how much 200 plus terabytes is?
Let's do some math.
Authorities are calling it a successful roundup of alleged child sex offenders, but it also shows how widespread that crime is in North Texas. The Dallas FBI office, along with some of the 70 law enforcement agencies that all participated, announced the results of what they called Operation Soteria Shield. Here's our JD Miles.
These are the faces of the 244 men and women charged with exploiting children for the purpose of sex trafficking or pornography. It's the end of a month-long investigation by federal and local law enforcement of a crime that authorities say is a year-round problem.
The numbers of offenders arrested and the children rescued in this operation are stunning. It's stunning to hear them repeated here.
109 children were rescued by Operation Soteria Shield, which began in April.
During this operation, many of the children recognized or rescued were previously unidentified. They'd never been reported missing. They had never had their abuse known to authorities.
The operation not only led to arrests and rescues, but also to the seizure of terabytes of child abuse sex material through a collaborative effort that started 10 years ago and now includes 70 Texas law enforcement agencies.
Wow.
What started as a small team with a bold idea has grown into something very powerful.
In a lot of these cases, authorities say the sex offenders never actually meet their victims face to face, but instead use technology to coerce them into sending explicit images and videos. The head of the Dallas FBI office says the methods used are not just involving social media, but also online gaming systems.
So I think for many of us, I'll speak for my generation, we were raised to be concerned about faceless strangers that might try to contact us or cause us harm on the street. But we've moved past that. Again, predators have access to our children in our home through technology.
Authorities urge families to use parental controls on any devices kids use, and be aware there are more faces like these still out there.
You don't have to come and confess. We're looking for you. We gon' find you. We gon' find you. So you can run and tell that. Run and tell that. Run and tell that. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, honestly, let's keep it real. Like, this ain't just a police bust, you feel me? This is a wake-up call, because a lot of this trafficking is happening online, like he said, you know, in our homes, in schools, in apps that kids use every day. You feel me? These predators don't have to leave their house anymore. They're just grooming kids right on their fucking sofa, eating a bag of Doritos. Like, bruh, the audacity is crazy.
The impudence! The audacity! The unmitigated gall!
But what breaks me is that some of these children ain't even listed as missing. Like, that's so sad to think about, you feel me? Like, their pain, their silence, just completely invisible until someone actually dug deep. And one agent said that this wasn't easy, but it was necessary. Like, when he said that, that's the type of mindset that we all need to have. Like, even though something is not easy doesn't mean that we shouldn't go and, you know, dig, you feel me? We have to dig regardless of how easy or difficult it is, because it's worth it at the end of the day. Like, we really got to protect our kids, you know what I'm saying? This digital world ain't safe no more. And parents, y'all got to check y'all kids' phones, you feel me? Y'all got to know the apps they use. You got to ask questions, you know, check their photo gallery, make sure they're not taking any explicit pictures, you feel me? Because you never know where those pictures are going to end up, you feel me? Because they're so young, they just think that it's all fun and games. With AI, they're able to use their image to make pornography. So this might sound random, but there was a news article that came out, and it was saying that parents who post their kids on their social media, predators screenshot their kids and use it to like generate AI videos of them doing explicit things. I am not kidding. Like, I might even find the video and show y'all. Like, it's crazy.
Bad guys are using our posts against us to track our children. This morning, you're about to see how they do it, plus the simple setting on your phone that you can change right now to protect your family.
Your baby hatching.
From Facebook to Instagram, parents sharing their children's lives online. But now the new world's crime, digital kidnapping. Predators stealing your kids' photos and spreading them online. This stranger posting on Facebook claiming this girl was his daughter. In another recent case, a child's photo was tagged on a porn site. Turns out, most of us are putting our own families at risk.
Yeah, I like to post about the kids.
That's Michelle and Reese. They think we're doing a general story about social media. What they don't know, back in Ohio, cyber safety expert Jesse Weinberger is poring over their social media pages, checking for private information. So what do you find here?
Through Mom's Facebook account and everything that she's posted, I was able to find out husband's name, children's names. She has 2 children. I know their ages. I know their dates of birth. I know where they go to school. I have the address of the school. I have the name of the teacher. I know exactly which playgrounds they visit, how often they like to go to each playground.
You were showing me a map where you're actually able to find out the path they take to school, how they walk and when.
Right. It wasn't hard.
But even scarier, she says our photos can have a hidden location signature embedded in them. Even if you don't tag the location, anyone can still find out where you are. What's the danger here?
For example, I know that one of her children broke his leg. How easy would it for me to be to come up to the kid and say, oh, you don't remember me, but I was the nurse when you came to the emergency room. How's your leg feeling?
Come with me.
Come with me.
Time for the moment of truth. Come have a seat right over here. I tell Michelle and Reese what we uncovered. We actually had a cybersecurity expert pour through your social media pages. And she put together a dossier on your children, on your family. Found out some pretty creepy stuff. I know your 2 sons are Oxford and Ozark. I know where they go to school. I know your route to school.
That's scary.
I also know that your son likes to play chess.
Yes.
Ozark does. He's participated in youth wrestling.
Yes.
I don't want to say their last names, but I know your kids' babysitters' names. Who's Grammy B?
That's my mom.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Think about the information, even just that I've said so far.
If this were a bad person, an online predator, I know where your kids go to school, I can walk up and say, hey, Grammy B sent me. And suddenly, they can get away with your child.
You don't want to set your child up for something dangerous.
And we don't even realize it. And I'm a parent too, and I do the same thing. I think we all do.
Yeah, I mean, it's very scary.
So how do you protect your family? On Instagram, make your profile private like that. And on Facebook, click on settings, then privacy, and change right here from public to friends only. And go a step further. On Facebook, categorize your friends in terms of safety. Make separate groups for those you trust the most. And when you post, only share your kids' photos with them. And remember that hidden location feature in some photos? Go to your phone's privacy settings, the camera section, and make sure the location function is off. Also, never put your kids in your profile or cover photo. Those are always public.